Okay, here we are again, heading off to Micro Center. It's not early in the morning. It's the first day of spring, March 20th, 2021. It looks like it's about a quarter after 10 right now. And I'm just heading down the road, heading to my local Micro Center. The reason I'm going there is they had some video cards advertised this morning. I was surprised, but maybe they got a delivery yesterday that didn't sell out. I doubt they're there, but let me go take a look. Okay, getting close to Micro Center. They're building these apartments right next door. That's an interesting one. There we go. Okay, here we are. Sorry for the muffled sound, but we still have to wear a mask around here. I'll head into Micro Center and see what we got going on. Don't see any lines. Well, normally you don't on a Saturday. I'll head straight for the computer parts department and see what happens here. Go right for the video cards. Glad there's no music in the background. They do have some MSI 1030s. So, I guess those 710s even, wow. Asus 710s. I always like to come to this section. You never know what kind of good deals you can get on some of these returned motherboards. Usually somebody's upgraded. Most of them are missing the I/O shield though. For example, let me take a look at this one here. This B550, what does it say? It says complete, which means I guess it has the I/O shield in it. Okay. I've been looking for a low-end Intel. Do I see one in here? Just for a special build I want to do. No, it looks like all B450s, some 550s, some 570s even. No, I don't see any Intel at all. Here's all the Intel CPUs. Looks like they're mostly 10 gen. What do they got here? Oh, they have a 9th gen. Looks like a 9600K i5. Boy, amazingly, I wonder why there's really no low-end Intel CPUs here. The lowest one is that i5 9600K. I wonder where they all went. The 9th gen, 8th gen, all gone. This is one of the most interesting sections here. This is something I'm definitely doing on a future build. Probably not until next year though. Custom water cooling setup. It's a lot more expensive. I mean, just these fittings, like $5 a piece here, $6, $10 for those fittings. Oh, over here, $12 for those fittings. Wow. So it's going to be an investment to do that. I guess these are all the water blocks for the CPUs and for the various graphics cards. They got quite a little layout here. Radiators. Wow. Definitely will try that. I don't like the idea of plumbing in general. That's my least favorite home repair to do, but I know how to do it. So I'm sure I'll be able to get it working eventually. But I wouldn't put all those colored fluids in it though. I'd probably just go with clear. You know, of course, an antibacterial formula put into that water. But the most I've dealt with, as you may notice if you've seen my videos, are these all-in-ones. Do want to try a big 360. You know, we'll see how that goes. But this is where I like to spend a lot of time. This is a case every time I come here I have to open it up. I love this case. It can hold 2 motherboards, a main one, an EATX, and super big. A million different fans, as you can see, and it's got trays to pull them out on, top and bottom, right? Wow. The price has gone up. Remember the time when this was only just at $500. Then you can put the second motherboard here, an ITX, right down on this part here, and these 4 little studs. So it's a nice one. I always like this one. One of these days, maybe the 1000D. And these are the lower end cases that they have. Surprising how expensive some of these are. There's a little ITX one. Actually, that's a little bit larger than ITX. What does it say there? Micro ATX. Of course, these super little ones. Very similar to my server, which is going to be an extra one soon because I'm replacing my server with one that'll be rack mounted. I've already got everything for that. Just have to find the time to lay it out, create a video. Say anything really nice here? Let's see. Hey, there's my Corsair. $104. That's a lot more than I paid for it. 400D. And that is, looks like that is the airflow one, yep. A lot of Lee and Lee cases here. These open air ones are interesting. That's good for wall mounting, right? And ZXT. Those are some handsome cases. These don't open up though, you have to pull the side panels off. And then here's some really economical oldies. Similar to the one my wife has. Except hers has a plastic side to it, at least partially. Okay. I don't see anything that jumps out at me. But, oh, here's one that's pretty reasonable. What is this one here? The Lee & Lee Land Cool 2. It's got tempered glass on the side and tempered glass on the front. Interesting place to put the fans or radiator. Get something like this, I think you gotta go all-in-one water cooling. Otherwise, I don't know if the airflow is gonna cut it. I don't see a lot of openings here. Feels like there's some in the back here and the side, but it'll be sucking in that way and blowing out that way. Oh, here's a little one of those book computers. Usually they have no fans in them though. Don't know if I'd ever want to get one of those, like a console almost. But even some of the consoles have little fans at least. Anyway, that's what we have here. What do we got here? Oh, these are just all the fans. Some air coolers for CPUs. What are these fans running for these days? A set of 3 LED, $50. The PWM, not bad at all. Then the lower end fans here. And then here are the power supplies. I'll be glad when the power supply prices come down. I want to get myself a couple of biggies here. Like 850 or above. Maybe even another 1000 watt one. Well, there's the one that I have. 750. I got the SF450 as I showed in the previous video. That might wind up in my new server, but I still haven't decided that. I still tend to lean towards Corsair on these power supplies. They seem to work very well for me. But, I'm open to anything if it has the right price, right? And here's all the memory. I got anything for sale here? 16 gig, $100. No, I can do a lot better than that. What's this one here? Oh, it's only 8 gig. That's not going to cut it. I didn't see any online that looked like phenomenal pricing, so. Oh, there's the kind of baby I want. A 1000 here. How much are those things? $230. Wow. That's what I'd like to get though. You could use one of those. With these 3000 video cards, 3000 series video cards, that's the kind of thing that I need. SSDs, anything really good price here? That's a 1 terabyte for $100. What's the speed on that thing? That's not bad. That's something to consider. I could use one of those. I could use another 1 terabyte. 2 terabyte be better, but those get a little bit hefty in the price, as you can see up in here. Here's a 2 terabyte, 184. That's interesting. Looks like that. Is that the faster one? Yeah, I think that's the faster one. Right there. Could also use a couple of these 2.5-inch ones, but not as badly as I could use an M2 right now. And then hard drives, they still sell those. Oh, that looks really good. Wow, running a little movie on top of the AIO pump. Wow. Look at that. What is this, 10th gen, 9th gen? They have all the different CPUs listed up here. That's always interesting. It used to be 30, now it's only 20. $20 bundle when you buy the CPU and the motherboard that matches, or one that's compatible. They'll build them for you too. And then here's the other fun section I like. I am looking for another 27-inch monitor, not a curved one, if I can find a good price though. Ideally, 4K, but even a 2K might do it okay for me at this point. Could use one more of those. What is this? A little bit higher than I want to spend right now, but we'll see. What do we got here? 75 hertz. I always like to snoop around here and see what's going on. And these are the TV and printer section. Fax machines, which they still sell, surprisingly. That's a nice one. Future studio of mine, that's what's going to go in there. Up on the wall. Start heading out. Giant power strip. Do I need one of those for my new studio? What's the price on those here? Not sure. Oh, $25. That's not bad. How many outlets on that? That might be something I could consider, huh? It's got a lot of outlets too. That looks pretty good. Usually though, these cords are a little too short, so I'll have to see. Then we get back over here, all of the headphones. Yep. And then I do have to get myself another Elgato. A 4K 60 is what I need. What are those things running for now? $250. Okay. I do want to get one of those, that's for sure. Put it in my backup computer. My mic does pretty good, but I do want to have a second one as a backup. The Blue Yeti works very well. Okay, I do have an online order to pick up. So let me go along here and see if I can do the pickup. Just like a supermarket, all the stuff you can buy extra if you want as you're leaving the store. Even books. Want to do some cooking? Rubik's Cubes. I don't know if anybody knows what a Rubik's Cube is anymore. 18-minute pickup. Okay, I'm leaving Micro Center now. Here's my take for today. I got an i5 9600K, and I got a motherboard, a Gigabyte ATX motherboard, for a special project I'm trying to do. Okay, so I think that's good for now. Let me leave the store. Always interesting, isn't it? There's that apartment building I told you about. Right there. Be able to walk right out of there and come right to Micro Center, right? Actually, I met one of the managers in there who watches my channel. I told him I'm always concerned whether or not they'd be upset if I'm taking these videos, but he said no problem at all.